Welcome to the Smash Masters podcast, hosted by Stefan Eschi and Nick Priest. This is where we dig into the auto body collision repair field and talk quality repair methods and how the industry is always changing. Buckle up, it gonna get bumpy. Hey.
Episode 28, and it is bumpy indeed.
It is bumpy, that's
Hello,
for sure.
Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining, I'm seeing the numbers rolling in. How's everybody doing on this Monday?
David, how you doing?
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Smash Masters Monday.
It is.
Who would forget about Smash Masters Monday?
No.
Some people.
Some
people.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's all right.
We have our SEMA. Do you have the banner close by?
Hey, Justin. How's it going? I do. So, just today, I got in.
Look at that.
Look at that pretty banner.
That's super cool.
I can't figure out for the life of me how to hold it in the middle of the frame.
You're doing your best. You're not supposed to peek over it like Mr. Wilson, though.
But then I can't see if it's in frame. Oh man, no, that'll be fun. We'll just throw that on the table at the Cam Auto booth, and makes us look a little bit more legit, you know. So.
Oh yeah. So
hand out some stickers and stuff. So if you're going to SEMA, make sure to stop by the Cam Auto booth. Thinking probably Wednesday and Friday.
Playing in the Cam Auto booth.
We'll be doing some glue pulling and stuff over there.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Andrew?
That'll be fun.
Excuse me.
Wednesday and Friday.
David's been looking forward to the Smash Masters Monday. Well, that's good. I do too. Every week, I really do look forward to this. This has been a lot of fun, you guys. Full disclosure. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, episode 28, and it just keeps getting, better and better up until, Wednesday she'll be at the Snap-on booth. Good.
Meet Refinish Girl at the Snap-on booth Wednesday. Very cool.
Yeah, very awesome.
All right. Yeah. Full disclosure, our guest it must have had a scheduling conflict because we have yet to hear from them. Mm-hmm. Hopefully he'll pop in and we'll get to talk shop a little bit. But I don't think last week, that's right, I was in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't actually gone through the Rivian training yet. And I'll tell you, I learned a lot at that Rivian training. And,
did you?
It was all ADAS calibration, advanced driver assist systems. So it's the self-driving stuff, the cameras and the radars that are in these cars. And Rivians have a lot of that. Everything does. Everything does now. My new RAV4 has cameras in it, and it doesn't have any options in it, but it has those self-driving cameras for the lane assist and the cruise control, that adaptive cruise control. That's what I was trying to get to.
That's for when you're eating Wendy's driving down the highway and you kind of drift off a little bit.
Or scrolling TikTok or something, or making videos. Yeah, whatever you happen to be doing other than driving. Yeah. It seems like everything has that in it now. So it's in the whole ADAS calibration industry is not regulated at all right now. Prices are really high. There's a lot of profit to be made in this stuff. Mm-hmm. For shop owners to invest in a building and the equipment, it actually makes sense. Even in an area like mine where real estate is a little bit harder to come by. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything now, that's for sure.
Everything now, yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do, that's for sure. There's James.
James is in here. What's up, James?
One of our giveaway winners. Speaking of the giveaways.
Yep. I don't know if you guys have seen this,
Smash Masters Edition. I love it.
Yeah, it's the extendable version.
So what we're looking at now is the Dent Vision Dent Zapper Extendable.
And the version 1, what's it called, this thing?
Shock Blocker Knockdown.
Yeah.
Which I love both those tools, especially together. It quietens down everything, and it's got a good reaction. And great tools from Dent Vision. He's got some great ideas. I can't wait to see what he comes out with next. I really can't. But yeah.
Coming out with good stuff. Had a 2024 Venza from the dealership. We took to Texas Toyota certification. We got to try out all the adaptive cruise lanes. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, that is cool stuff.
Yeah, I have a feeling eventually, David, you're just going to be forced into it because I think it's going to be in everything. I will tell you that I get in my car and I'll use the adaptive cruise control on longer trips. I'm ready to watch James win it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, seeing James's name in the list is what reminded me of the giveaway. To be honest, right? Our future giveaway winner just popped in the chat. He's also a recent giveaway winner. He got the Cam Auto Smart Mini Lifter.
Yeah, that thing's cool.
But if you want to enter our giveaway, just head over to our Facebook. And there's a post in there. You got to like the post. You got to like or follow Smash Masters. And there's one more. Tag 3 friends in the comments. Hopefully somebody you think would enjoy the podcast, you know.
Yeah. How are we doing? I haven't looked at that in a few days. How are we looking at on projected enterers?
We've got about like 30 comments in there, and there's no scammer going around and replying to everybody, which just doubled the amount of comments. So that threw us off last time. But there's a good 30 comments in there, and like 4 or 5 are people just saying stuff, not actually tagging friends.
Oh, good. What's up, Eldar?
There's quite a few people entered in that one. I can verify that when I go and I see the list of people who like the post, there's still people that have liked the post that didn't like or follow us on Facebook. So there's going to be some entries that aren't going to qualify just for that little reason. But
better go and make sure you guys are have done all 3.
Yeah. The other thing.
Good, Kevin. How about you?
If you head over to, okay, good. My comments on my Facebook are showing up. I just keep checking to make sure that if he texted me back, if he's having trouble getting on the show or something. But anyway, so if you do head to our Facebook, there's a link on the left-hand side that heads to our link tree. And from there, you can go to our redone merch store.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That thing is launched up and ready to go. These are not the only colors in the hats that you can get. You can get, a ton of different colors.
There's a bunch of colors for all the hats and everything. There can be more t-shirt colors than these 3. I just, if there's a color you're looking for, let me know. I'm going to be adding them randomly in there anyway, so make sure to check back in there. Same with the hoodies. Currently, I just have a black hoodie in there.
Cool, but right?
It's I think it's really good stuff. I'm actually wearing I'm actually wearing the t-shirt. I tested the product, so I got the black t-shirt. It's soft, it's nice, it's got a logo on the back too. We got to do that branding.
Big and front back logos.
Nice big logos. This is the hat on that list too. This is one of the color choices, the blue brim, and it's got the blue buttons on it. Snapback. We have the chucker cap and the snapback hats. It's a nice hat. I'm picky about my hats. I am. I can't wear them if they're not nice hats. They give me headaches. So this is a nice hat. I was wearing it all day Saturday. Actually got it a little dirty. I was mad
Oh man, already?
already. Well, I mean, I had a fire in a fireplace, and I was tending to the fire, and I hit the wood stove with it.
Oh
So,
no, there's a fire in the chimney. Let me get my new hat and put it out.
oh man, you'd think that I would do that. Yeah. But Alex coming in. That's good. Yeah, I saw Cass was wearing my U Break I Fix merch.
Yeah, she
Posting
tagged
about
me and
that
I seen that.
recently.
That was
That
pretty
was
cool.
very cool.
What's up, Alex? And yeah, you're here. Awesome.
Yep. Talk about stress testing the product.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's
what
good
we were
stuff. It's good stuff. When y'all get quick drying shirts.
We all get quick. I don't know what you mean, Kevin. What are you saying?
I think he's asking when we get quick drying shirts. Like the stuff that doesn't get wet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I'm going to have to research that.
Yeah.
If that's something that's important to you. Better than your forehead. Yeah, well, that's usually what I get. Yeah.
Ah, here we go.
She
Here we
did
go.
make it.
The-
Get the UFX tariff stamp. Steve, you can always count on you for some good comments.
yeah, really. I love him. He sends them freaking TikTok videos and hilarious ones too.
Dry fit shirts.
Wears it all the time. What's up, Alan?
Hey, Alan. Kevin is.
Aiden?
all right. So yeah, I when I was in Tennessee, I got to go visit some friends and stuff too. Actually, you know what? I made a little video about this. Can I share a video?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, so let me share screen over from here.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go. I had a great time on my Tennessee trip. Got to visit some friends.
Amanda?
Yep. And Ray.
Good to see you. Oh, I'm gonna
Whoa.
touch you a little bit.
And Andy. I got him with the energy
Got it.
drink. Yep.
What kind of training?
I really liked his shop. Rivian. Rivian calibration. I don't know, ADAS stuff. It should be interesting.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting. Started out in the... So that was actually a Gen 2 class. It won't let me go back. So that was a Gen 2 R1S. So those just came out. That's 2025 and newer. And the guy said that when we were the first class to have those
What's up, Chad?
in the training. Hey, Chad. And Justin, I got it tatted. Sorry, I'm just seeing that. I got, gosh. So we were the first class to have the Gen 2 in the class.
Yeah.
And then he's like, it's not even available to the public. And I got home, and Mark Hunter was posting about how he was ceramic coating a Gen 2. And I'm like, looks like it's available to the public.
Yeah, right.
Like, so I don't think that was completely true, what I heard there at the training. But it might have been maybe like that week they were released, because knowing so some of those customers, they'd get their stuff ceramic coated the day they get it delivered, pretty much. So
What is going on the TV in the background? Is that those purple memory foam beds they're making?
yeah.
Oh,
They were
nice.
telling us how we were gonna nap at nap time.
Yeah.
Room. It's a battery pack for those.
I
who
know.
don't
I
know.
know.
And then we moved out
I
into
know
the
you
shop
know.
and got to play with this new Gen 2 version of the R1S. Oh, I did talk about it. I also believe I'll be doing some work on these Amazon EDVs powered by Rivian. So, yeah, these things are going to be probably my bread and butter pretty soon at work. Because we have an Amazon account at work for the heavy duty, the semi trucks that they have, the natural gas powered things.
Yeah.
So now that we have the Rivian certification, these are going to start getting dropped off. And I know that they're gonna be looking to have some glue pulling done, possibly like it's like a betterment repair, not full PDR, but we're not gonna paint it.
Yeah.
Take
Just
those
make it
glue
look better.
tabs, make it look better.
Yeah.
I've done a number of them already at this shop, and it's I actually kind of enjoy it because I get to really hone in some PDR skills. Even if I can't finish it, it's okay. And of course, I'm going to try and finish it no matter what. But the deal is in a shop, you run out of time. Yeah, you just run out of time. It's like the Dent Olympics. It's like see how much you can get done in this amount of time.
Oh, make it look better.
Yep. So that's and the nice thing about these things is they are going to go to a new owner anyway who's expecting a not perfect one. And they don't want it perfect because their drivers are just going to hit stuff again. I mean, these are huge vehicles being driven by people that are not used to be driving huge vehicles. So it's they when they hit something, they hit something. and then they keep going and drag it down the whole side of the van.
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do with them anyway.
Well, apparently.
Yeah.
They're really interesting vehicles. I thought they were kind of cool, actually. The training was on ADAS calibration. That's advanced driver assist systems, like self-driving kind of stuff. And we got to learn how to calibrate the different radars and cameras built into these interesting electric vehicles. Topped off the trip with a football game. We saw the Tennessee Titans play the Colts. Yep. That was a great
They
trip.
are.
That was a great trip.
Yeah, drive them like Hellcats.
Those vehicles are super, super fast. I mean, the torque in them is just ridiculous.
What is the actual horsepower rating for those vans? Did you ask or they mention anything like that? I know the
They
Rivians
did.
are
I'm pretty
kinda
sure
up
it's like 800.
for the vans too.
Oh, the van, I don't know. They did not mention on that. I mean, that's not going to have that kind of torque.
I would hope not.
the
That would
trucks
just
do.
be insane.
EDV horsepower. Let's just see if Google helps.
Yeah, those are good jobs. I love
Says-
those too.
It says
I give them
320 horsepower in the EDVs.
120 horsepower.
That's good for a big van. It's loaded up with stuff. You're gonna need that much just to get it up a hill. So yeah, they're not as peppy as the truck and the SUV.
That's still kind of a lot though.
I didn't see this comment from Chris. You love the push to paint jobs that I get. Lets me see where my skill level is at. Yes, exactly. And the few that I've had, it's been eye-opening how good I can actually be when I'm really applying all the skills and knowledge I've been acquiring since my first Kiko training, pretty much. I mean, even before then, because I've been working metal for, 17 years now? So
Quite a while.
yeah, I mean, even that knowledge helps out. It's just in the body work. If you're going to hammer in a high spot and that's going to lock something in, you just don't care. Whereas with PDR, as soon as you start locking something in, you stop. So, you talk amongst yourselves for a second.
All right. Yeah, normally when what's going on, Lee? Normally when I get those push to paint jobs about halfway through them, I'm like really regretting some of it because I've usually taken on way too much at that point. So it gets kind of crazy. But yeah, I still do it anyway. I try to push myself on basically every job I get. I try to make it look real good, look it nice, all that stuff. Hanging out and drinking beer. You ain't pushing dents out there? Need to be doing that. That'd be super awesome. But SEMA show, first time going to SEMA show. That's going to be, I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't know. My first time going out there. Yeah, bro, the shoulders start hurting. Yeah. Yeah, that's me today. I wasn't planning on my shoulders hurting today, but I took a job on that was kind of big at the end of the day. I had to end up using a shrink box and stuff, and yeah. Tell them about the painted John you just had. What are you talking about? What is that? Oh, paint job. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I will. I forgot about that actually. New Scout vehicles look similar to the Rivian. Curious to see how these are going to go in the body shop. Yeah. Those would be kind of neat.
I don't know anything about him.
What's going on, Corey? Yeah, so what Janelle's talking about is I had a guy messaging me on Google driving a truck full of Kias from Florida going to Missouri, and apparently they damaged one of them. It was just a bumper job. So they were at a truck stop. I went and took the bumper off at the truck stop, pushed the dent out, repaired the scratch, had a guy paint it for me, and yeah, I went and stuck it back on. That was interesting. I haven't gotten to do that yet.
Well, Volkswagen is a big company, so Volkswagen apparently owns Scout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I've been seeing stuff about that, but I haven't dug too deep into any of that stuff. But they seem like they're going to be pretty cool. Yeah, R&I on a semi. Yeah, for sure. That's the first time I've ever done that. I've never went to a truck stop and pulled a bumper off. So,
First time for everything.
right?
I do have news. He says he is going to hop on in a few minutes. Mr. Eric Roberts.
I seen the Raptor. I think I gave you a like on that right before the show. Actually, I think looked really good. That was nice.
Oh, I did. Actually, I saw that video too.
Yeah, you're probably right. One is going to have a gas engine hooked to the hybrid system, act like a generator, and charge the pack like Edison Motors is doing on a logging truck. Oh, nice. Nice.
Hey, Nick Van Hook, how you doing, man?
What's going on? Nice to see you in here today.
We were just talking about your tools earlier.
Yeah, I mean, every time I open up Facebook now, I see these paddles and the knockdowns.
Right?
Somebody has got one with their logo, not this logo, but their own business logo printed on one, and that is cool.
I saw them talking about it. I think it was Dent Nerds. Michael Gladwell and John Vidine and everybody. They had one and they were talking about it, and he was talking about how great he liked his. So yeah, that's awesome. Oh, next week you're transferring to a new caliber shop. All right.
Nice.
Well, good luck, Aiden.
Yeah. I seen who did I see on today that had one? Top Flight PDR. He was showing his off today, his new paddle. So coming along good, man. You've really been killing it with these paddles.
The beds on those Raptors were plastic or some kind of composite. Oh yeah? Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember something along those lines.
Yeah.
Because I've run into it. I have worked on a few of them. I can't remember working on a bed per se. But that's interesting information. At least it's not going to dent.
I don't know. I seen one at a shop one time that the guys wanted to cut the regular panels off of an F-150 and put Raptor lookalike parts on it. Didn't know about that. Yeah,
I would assume there's a market for that, honestly.
I don't know.
Anyway, so.
Your Dent Vision paddle? Well, what color did you grab? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about. You did a video recently on a little repair you did.
Probably. One I filmed?
Yeah.
Oh, blue. Nice. Blue does look nice. Music's probably loud.
Yeah, we can turn it off. Nice little dings. Smaller dents, bigger dollars, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Well, that's not small.
That one was tough. It was in all the right places to make it difficult.
It looked like that tab just fell off when you sprayed it with alcohol.
It did.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had that happen. Spray with alcohol just pops off the panel.
It did. I didn't plan that. I had the camera up and I sprayed alcohol on it and jumped off. I was like, oh, cool.
Oh man, that's made for good on the video.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. I've been trying to do more repair videos and stuff.
He does great repairs, that's for sure.
Alex, what's up, man? Yeah, Dent Vision stuff is he's killing it with that stuff. We've been enjoying it. I'm sure you guys have been enjoying it too.
It's I'll tell you, I mean, the knockdown itself. So I just got my first one and I love it. I mean, I use it as much as I can. Unfortunately, I mean, when I got to use a VIP, I gotta use a VIP. I don't have an actual VIP tip that I can put on the shock blocker, but I have the Kiko peak tip on the shock blocker, and it works really nicely, very nicely.
Like that, liking that peak material, huh?
It is nice. You get a lot of force, and it doesn't really like mushroom up. I mean, I got it a little bit, but I'm also in a collision shop, so I'm overusing mine a little bit. And so I'm okay, don't use it for that. So I backed off. But no, I really like that knockdown a lot. It's I feel like, I mean, I don't have to death grip it with my fingers. And also I don't have to tap it as hard to get the energy into the panel. Because all the energy goes down. None of it's lost on my hand. So it's I'm just really honestly, I held it, I used it, I loved it, and I'm trying to speculate why. You know, why do I like this thing so much?
I feel like the last few repairs that I've had, they haven't been just really big, but I feel like every one of them I've been having to be like extra brutal just to get the repair done.
Okay. Interesting.
Got booted for some reason. What?
I don't know.
That's not fun.
I don't know. Well, yeah. No, that's a good repair. I mean, you've done a few other videos of similar dents that I've seen.
Yeah.
You're getting some work out there.
Yeah, a lot of it's just kind of rinse and repeat stuff. None of it's really been just super interesting. It's just basic dents, wholesale stuff. You know, you run out here and push a few dents out, and then you're on to the next one.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
I wouldn't mind that as long as there's a lot of them lined up.
Put the Anson peak tip on it. Looks like a VIP. I also added the yellow cap on it. Looks legit. Yeah. That video he just showed, I had the Anson tip on it. What is it? I can't remember if it's a Guardian or the Galaxy tip. It's one of those. I think it's a Galaxy tip with the Guardian cover.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Guardians of the
Vince
Galaxy.
corrected me on it one time, and I can't remember still, even after he did. But yeah,
it's a Galaxy tip, Guardian tip covers. Yeah,
that's,
which I did use it with that as well, and I like that as well. I messed up my Galaxy tip, so I have to figure out. I tried to resurface it, and now it's too rounded. I gotta redo it again. I really messed it up.
Get it to the grinder.
I picked it up one day and it just had a huge chunk in it, like missing. Like I don't know what happened to it. I really don't. Maybe it's a more softer material or something. And
do they have an aluminum version?
It might be.
And they have a stainless steel version, I think.
Well, it acts like aluminum because it's soft. It's very soft. And I messed it up. I must have dropped it somewhere where I shouldn't have, or something like that, or used it I don't know. I don't remember using it and marring it up, but somehow it got messed up. So I tried to resurface it, and I did, but it ended up being too rounded.
Yeah.
And it's a nice dog butt behind me.
Yep. What do you got going on there?
Just having a good time, whatever it is. Some tail going.
Oh yeah, that's I've been using that stainless steel version of that on the
I guess that's
on
what
the
I
shock
need.
blocker, and it's been pretty nice.
I guess that's what I need, because I do like those Guardian tip covers on my
Yeah.
VIP, and I know they really fit better on the Galaxy tips, and I know that they do, because on the VIP I tend to have one job and it cracks off. Put them on a Galaxy tip and it lasts for a long time. So it's like the VIP is just a little too big, maybe stretching it out a little bit. But yeah. Yep. Alex, Nick said, Nick, your repairs are looking flawless. If a body guy has a patience for PDR, they always become rock stars.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
You're a rock star, Nick.
I don't know about a rock star, but I'm out here doing my best. Use the
Wow.
Black Magic.
That's absolutely true. So yeah, if y'all are using the VIP knockdown, you want to use a cover. The Black Magic tips are choice. I forgot all about them. They last. They don't break, and they are great. And our friend Ted, that's his only income at the moment. After he's got some medical things going on. So if you're in need of some soft covers for just about any PDR tool out there, head to Black Magic PDR tips. Yeah, I'm gonna look up the actual name. Black Magic PDR tips, I think it is.
They I had forgotten about getting some of those for the VIP too. I need to order some.
Black Magic PDR. My brain isn't working. Black Magic PDR tips. Yep, that's exactly what they are.
Going to my Edgy Tools narrow tip and the rocket ship tips for my knockdowns. That's a good knockdown too. I use it quite a bit.
Created by Dent Tech, and like I said, I've got a bunch of these. I use them all the time. I have yet to wear through any of them.
R4 Black Magic is the best soft tip in the industry. I bet it is. I don't have one, but I need to get some of this stuff.
It's beyond useful. I mean, they really are. They really are my favorite tips I've found. I mean,
the only one I have actually, and I just brought it in earlier, is that one for the whale tail. I do have that one, but that's the only one that I have.
Okay. I mean, that's where he really grabbed people's attention, was with the whale tails and the Lucky Sevens covers, because there wasn't anything for those before. So he was innovative enough to bring these to the industry. I mean, what did they have before? The Glexo, the stuff you cure with UV.
Yeah.
That's all you had. And from what I haven't used that stuff yet. But from what I've heard, you use it and it cracks off. It's not a perfect solution. These things, they really hold on. You get some big names here that are using them. Like there's Levon from Just a Dent. Up here was Andy Patrick, Ginger Rose Dent Show. Some other big names. I mean, if you look in who's posting about them, it's taken the industry by storm, for sure. And this is a good. I mean, if you're a body tech and you're looking to use push tools, grab those soft covers. It's gonna keep it a lot easier to not crack paint when you're trying to not crack the paint. I mean, in the body shop, we don't always care, but at least at first you're trying to push out some damage and get rid of it. Or maybe if it's a really small ding, you're trying to get rid of that really small ding without cracking the paint. You got to grab a cover. You got to grab some kind of tip cover for your tool. And yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I really need to get on there and order some. I mean, I know all these guys say they enjoy them and stuff, and I'm sure they're awesome. So definitely going to add the R4s on here. I don't even think about this stuff until like I'm actually out here already.
Build your own sample pack. You get a whole bunch of stuff, and you're not spending more than $50.
Right. Yeah.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool. I like that. Sharp tip caps too. Yeah, that's the newer thing that he's doing. So I have not tried the sharp tip caps yet. I might have gone past them. Yep, there. So take your sharp tool, your favorite sharp tool, and make it into something a little more blunt. And then when you're done with that, you take the cap off and you finish your details with the sharp tool. You know, if that's the best thing for the dent.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen that either. You know, I'm out there with my sharp tools, wrapping them with tape.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't mind that and everything, but it definitely leaves some adhesive on there after I need to get off with alcohol or something on there, and so or just unwrapping it can be a pain. So anyway, really like these tips. If you need them, you all need them. I'll just say that. When you signed up for Real World PDR, you received an assortment of them. Well, that's really smart. That's great. That's great marketing, honestly.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah.
I started with Real World PDR as well. That I think when I signed up, there was a $100 Anson gift card, and there were some giveaways going on at the moment too. But yeah, that's a great place to start learning how to use push tools, how to read the light. And then you can continue on. He's got hundreds and hundreds of videos on there to just continue learning PDR things. And that doesn't mean that you have to do PDR. You can do it in the body shop as well. But why not take it that step further and learn that PDR, you know, and then you can be the hero of the body shop. Ask me how I know.
Right. You are a body shop hero.
That's me. That's me. You are too.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Just because you're not in the body shop doesn't mean you don't go there and fix dents for them sometimes.
I do go and fix dents for a body shop, yes.
Speaking of body shops, our guest is here. We might as well bring him on in.
That was a heck of an intro.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries, Eric. It's all right. It's
I'll figure all this out.
Life gets in the way. It's no big deal. So, name's Eric. You're from, where are you from?
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Very
Okay. All right.
nice.
And you've been a body tech for how long?
Roughly 18 years.
18. Okay. It's longer than me. But we're right around the same amount of time. How'd you get started with bodywork?
Pretty much just started as a hobby. Then kind of just grew into that. Just messed around with it in school and buddies' cars, and
Okay.
it's just the money was there.
Oh yeah. No, it's for me it was just my mother trying to kick me out of the house, and you have to go get some kind of job or career or something, and it's okay, I'll go to this trade school and see what they have, you know. So, at the end of the tour they said, oh, you want to work on cars, what do you want to do, diesel, mechanics, or body? And it's like the fresh paint looked real enticing. I'm like, I'm gonna go body.
Yeah.
Glad I did.
Nice. I tried to let's see what I tried to do. I tried to go and join the Army. I didn't have a GED for that, so didn't go and do that. And I tried to go to trucking school, and I had a speeding ticket, so I couldn't get my trucker's license.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you
I wouldn't have qualified either.
I'm not gonna tell you how I got the speeding ticket. It's too stupid. But anyway,
I'm sure I can beat it, but that's all right.
yeah, it's fine.
That's all right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of how I got into body work. You said you didn't go to school of any sorts, just hobby?
Yeah, I didn't go to no
You only?
schooling. Just
Nothing?
done this hobby and jumped in the shops.
Smart man.
Okay, so self-taught. Let's see. How did you? What was some of the first stuff you started learning? Like getting down really good. Was you really good at metal work, shaping, getting panels lined back up, or anything like that? Heavy work.
I guess I started shaving door handles and doing the tail lights, all that stuff.
Oh, okay. So mini trucker stuff.
Yeah, that's what we was in, doing air ride and everything. And
Cool.
nobody around here wants to pay for that custom stuff, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So taking a perfectly good truck and cutting it up and welding patch panels on it.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Making it
making
better.
it better.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it. I never did anything like that. I mean, I lowered a BMW once for myself, and I never did any of that custom stuff. So it's I always really respect the work that goes into that stuff, especially when it's done really nicely.
Yes.
I respect the batteries too, because the door popper batteries, when they die and your other mechanical devices don't work too well, I mean, you're kind of just out of luck.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
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 Been
So, so have you pretty much stayed at the same shop for like most of your career, or have you moved around a little bit?
I've jumped shops, but I was there long terms. I was the shortest one, probably 4 years,
Okay.
and just got something closer to home. And
Okay.
Chris says, what part of Kentucky is in southern Indiana?
Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Hopkinsville.
Hopkinsville.
So yeah, the doing custom mini truck stuff and then jumping in and doing collision is totally opposite,
Yeah.
night and day. So run us through like going through that transition, like maybe if you had like some of your struggles that you had, and then like what you really started catching on to, what you started feeling good about, and about how long did it take you before you started being real comfortable, like from start to finish on a car.
Well, just doing it as a hobby, you kind of have a rough idea going into it, but of
Mhm.
course, insurance works totally different ball game, like you said. I gave it about 6 months, and they finally just turned me loose. Had to go by all the procedures, and that was, of course, different from just doing what you're usually doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now it's just, I wouldn't ever go back to custom and all overs or nothing. That's just, there ain't no money to be made for me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Was
Yeah.
there anything that you kind of struggled at, or something that was really difficult starting and kind of going through that?
Yeah, I was, I guess, super nervous about doing my first Uniside
Oh,
because
okay.
that was, of course, a big operation.
Mhm.
Sure.
But
Especially when it includes changing a roof.
yeah,
Yeah.
and just a lot of stuff you wouldn't imagine doing, like having to do what you need to do.
So what about was one of the first ones you put on with the resistant spot welder, or did you have to MIG weld it on, or?
Yeah, the shop I was at in Russellville, they just recently got a pro spot, which was at the time probably 10 years ago,
Okay.
which and that helped out a lot because we was just MIGing everything, and it was it's a moneymaker to get a resistant.
I feel very lucky that I've only done a few jobs in my career full MIG. I was in a little mom and pop shop. That was my first shop ever, and they didn't have a spot welder. I was there twice, so I did a few jobs that way, quarters and stuff like that. But then when most of my learning was in a production shop that was owned by a dealership, and they had just bought their spot welder and just built a new building right when I got there. Super lucky. I basically learned how to do quarters with the spot welder and rear body panels, and they had the extra long arms to get to all the spots and everything. So I feel very fortunate for that. I feel bad for everybody who had to do full MIG and all that grinding. Oh my God. Has to be horrible.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
so
there's still
wild how
people
much
doing it.
time it saves.
Mm,
Megan versus resistant.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a benefit to it. I don't know that I would want to do all MIG stuff again like that, but I have done them.
Sure.
I don't know. So, do you have to go through any training? I know there's a few ICAR classes for resistance welding, gluing, and all that stuff. Did you go through any of that?
Yeah, our shop pretty much is up to date on all the training. Like once there's one that comes out, he pretty much hammers us to get them done.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, he stays pretty on top of all that. All the aluminum certifications, he's on it. And
You have all those?
Like manufacturer certifications too and stuff,
Yeah.
like Ford and okay.
yeah,
Cool.
four.
That's
Was
awesome.
there one of those that you might have had trouble with or anything, or did you just kind of go through all those pretty easy?
As in the
Like the ICAR classes.
the classes are kind of weird because they kind of word everything funky, and I don't know. I like the hands-on classes a lot better than computer classes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I haven't met one body tech that would rather sit and listen to somebody talk in a classroom than they would be out in a shop and watch it actually happen. That's actually one thing about my Rivian training that I just went to was really great, because even the trainer said, he's like, we're going to be really quick here in the classroom because I hate the classroom. We're going to do most of this out in the shop. It's like, thank you. I appreciate it. I can actually learn something at this training. I'm just kidding. I learned in the classroom, but
The MIG weld ICAR certification. I mean, you can, if you take time and actually don't go in there and say, I can do all this. I mean, there's really a lot to learn in those classes,
oh, for sure.
especially, plug welds and stuff, the actual temperatures and what it actually takes, shear strength and all that, numbers wise for heat, distribution and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
Shear
can't.
tests.
Yeah,
Just
I learned a lot
yeah.
of those.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
So,
And
I mean, the reason I say that is because, in the body shop and collision repair, people are always like, ICAR this, that, or whatever. It's kind of got a negative connotation to it. But if you throw all that away and just take those classes face value, there really is a lot to learn.
I've developed a lot of my skills through ICAR classes. The classes are overly repetitive, and there's some things that I don't feel need to be redone every 3 years that we're required to redo every 3 years. But past that, I think it's a great learning resource. So it's I think the manufacturer stuff really builds off of the ICAR. So the manufacturer goes in and they assume the stuff from ICAR, before you go into the manufacturer certification.
Yeah. Chris, all your certifications that are done in your name will transfer to anywhere that you go.
Yep, they're yours.
They
So,
are
like
yours.
for example, I was at a
Okay.
Tesla certified shop. Hey, Case. For 5 years, and I got non-structural approved for Tesla. And then I went to another shop that was not Tesla certified for 3 years, and now I'm back in a Tesla certified shop, and they were able to just transfer everything I had done, put it right over. I didn't have to redo all those tests. They were all done. I had to do some updated stuff that had come out in the last 3 years. But
Yeah, that
yeah,
is
it all followed with me.
why a lot of body shop owners kind of have like a negative feeling when you ask them about paying for ICAR and stuff, because if you leave, it does not stay with them. They just had to pay for it.
Right.
So Some shops will want you to pay half of it or even most of it because it goes with you.
I had to pay for mine once when I left a shop too soon after a training, which I didn't agree with, but
Yeah, we
Whatever.
were lucky enough to get paid for the classes and our time actually to do it. So
absolutely.
kind of double dipping, but it was good.
Yeah. Well, that's good though because they're supposed to pay you for your time, and the training is for them, and it's
Oh,
it's
nice.
so they can get that iCar Gold plaque in their front shop. So there's no reason they shouldn't be paying you for your time.
Yep, and that's how they get those plaques. They are basing them off your repairs and your skills and your knowledge. So
Right.
yeah, usually when that plaque is up there, it's the shop, but it's because of everybody that works in there, not just the owner.
Now, do you guys do a lot of aluminum in y'all shop?
So I'm in a body shop. Nick is not. He's full-time PDR now. But I do a lot of aluminum. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, it's a Tesla certified shop, so all the X's and S's that come through are full aluminum. Do F-150s constantly. Now the F-250s I think are aluminum too. I don't know. There's a lot of aluminum stuff out there.
Yeah.
I mean, everything I approach, I go with a magnet. You know, like
Yeah.
because it's 50-50. You know, it might be aluminum, might not be aluminum. Sometimes I'm surprised, sometimes I'm not. But yeah, we do plenty of aluminum.
Yeah, I'd much rather do aluminum bedside than steel bedsides anymore.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was talking to
That
a
is
coworker that just did his first one, and he's like, "Dude, that was easy." He's like, "I've been worried about doing these," and I'm like, "Nah, they're not bad." And he's like, "Nah, that was great." And I'm like, "I'd rather do these all day long. You can give them to me." He's like, "No, screw you. I'm taking them."
I've seen a few videos of people that's done that.
Yeah, or the polished whole F-150s or the Cybertrucks too. Seen them polish those freaking things.
Glue. Speaking of glue pulling, saving his life on aluminum panels. Let's talk. Do you glue pull and stuff, right?
I'm trying to.
So, how long have you been doing any?
Not very.
Not
We've
very.
got the Pro Spot glue pulling system and that tower and everything, but it seems like once we got it, all we've been getting slammed is with hard hits.
The vacuum tower from
Yeah.
Pro Spot.
Yeah.
Okay, I've used it before. It's pretty good. I mean,
It's a
it's,
pretty good tower.
nice.
it's not bad. I mean, it's basic, but it's pretty
Yeah.
good. So yeah, the mismatched panels. Yeah, I've gotten a hold of 2 of those so far. So run us through the transitioning into that phase, doing
Like, did you do any like aluminum stud pulling, or are you still?
Yeah, we're still doing aluminum stud pulling and steel studs. I'm just trying to get away from that corrosion and all that, dragging everything out. I'd rather have a cleaner job. And
Yep. That's great.
go that nature and just less filler and everything.
Did you take any training on any of that, or
No PDR training yet.
no PDR training? Just kind of watching YouTube videos and
Yeah, watching YouTube videos and y'all and
gluing stuff to panels and seeing how it sticks.
TikTok and everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I got you.
I highly suggest a small training course. There are technician priced
Yes.
online ones, but it'll jump your game like 100%, like probably more than that.
Yeah.
Are you getting the glue to stick? Like, does it stick? Do you get a good pull?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm still very new to the glue pulling, so I don't know if there's advantage on different glues, different brands, different colors, and I know there's a lot of stuff, but
It's more about the process at your stage, learning the process, and you can get any glue to work.
Mhm.
Then you can start to fine tune. Okay, this glue says it's good for hot and humid, and I'm in Kentucky, so that's what I need. And so like that kind of stuff. But it's more about the process, and and these training programs will teach the process. So, I mean, honestly, you can even completely for free. I don't know if you've checked out the YouTube videos from Kiko on their 6C process. That's completely free. I mean, you can go to pull2paint.com and all their 6C process videos are right there on that page for everybody. I mean, that's the basis of their training. It's right there is their 6Cs. And if you can follow those, you can get it. Yeah, the amount of glues on the market can be overwhelming.
Yeah. So, what glues have you tried so far, and what just go through your kind of experience on some of that. I know I see that comment a lot. So
I've just used that Pro Spot glue that they give us. I'm sure it's just some old cheap stuff. And what's it, Tab Weld, or I think that's what the name brand is.
Okay,
I've used that, but that's like the only two I've used. And like I said, I want to try that glue pulling, but I think a lot of it just sells me on the videos.
Yeah.
Because I'm not experienced like that yet.
Yeah. So if you watch Danny Hacker much in any of his comments, yes, there's 1,000 glues out there, it seems like. But aside from the really fast setting glue like Tab Weld, I mean, you can put Tab Weld even on big stuff because I've done that. But it's more of the process than anything on I would say 90% of all these glues. Some of them are basically just temperature based, or they take longer to dry, or they dry faster and such. But get you a good collision glue from Cam Auto or Kiko's glue is both the same glue for your bigger stuff, and like Tab Weld glue for your smaller, faster setting stuff.
Yeah, I'm hoping when I go to SEMA next week, I can pick everybody's brains out there and steal some information from everybody.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I actually forgot that you told us. You told me that you were going to SEMA.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you definitely can. Definitely hit up the Kiko booth. Definitely hit up the Cam Auto booth, and just pick brains. Like I said, I mean, there are other companies doing it. Like ProSpot has that. I mean, DentFix has their own. Baytag has their own. But I've tried all those.
Yeah, me too.
And I keep coming back to Kiko and Cam Auto. They're the leaders.
Can you see any of these comments up here? Or are they hard for you to see?
Yeah, I can see some of them.
All right, Chris says Real World PDR is definitely worth it. $65 a month, and you can stop pay at any time. So I don't know, maybe check that out. I mean, that's something Stefan said that
I used it,
worked for him really well.
Yep.
And yeah, down to the process, what Josh says, not so much the brand of glue you're using. That is true. However, like Andrew says, like some flexible collision glue.
Me too.
Tequila collision glue is kind of flexible, and it works good.
Very flexible.
It works good to me. It's not as strong, what I found, but it still works really good.
I still say the OG is Cam Auto. Cam Auto collision glue is the OG flexible collision glue. It's not so strong that you're gonna mess up and stretch everything out, but it's strong enough to get those hard pulls.
Yeah.
And stay on. I mean, I like us collision guys, we're not just pulling and then take it off. We're pulling, we're adding tension, and then we're taking a hammer and we're smacking the panel, I mean, that's what we want to do. And you need a flexible glue that's going to allow you to shock the panel like that with a hammer. A regular PDR glue that's harder and more brittle is just the tab's just going to pop right off. So that's what a flexible glue is really all about.
Josh, yeah.
And
yes, I did see that video. He ripped the door skin plumb off, and that's just with the process and it's basically Cam Auto glue is what Stefan's talking about.
But this is that free website from Kiko, pull2paint.com. There are no dashes in it. It's just pull2paint.com. And he's got everything listed out here, the different parts of the process. It's all listed out in typed out and everything. So if you want to read about it, you can. But if you really just want to watch him do it, I mean, the video is right there.
What's going on, guys? Danny Hacker here with Kiko Body Repair Products.
He goes over the whole process right there, all for free on that video. So really, I would start there. It's free, and it'll set you down the right path. And then you're going to catch the bug, because you're going to get something to fit and really do some crazy stuff with some glue. And you're going to be like, I got to learn more. That's when you start looking at that real world PDR or the GPR masterclass from AAI or something like that. And your knowledge is going to skyrocket, and it's going to change your life.
Yeah.
I've seen videos, people fixing stuff. I'm like, there ain't no way he can fix it.
Yeah. Isn't it cool to see all those videos?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, especially if you follow some big names like Matt Boyette from Dent Slayer or Bryce Kelly, Central Florida Dent Repair. Like those, there's some guys out there. Ken Clark, Corey Nichols. You know, there's some guys out there doing some really, really clean work.
Yeah, there are a bunch of guys. Yeah, I use the Blue Metal Medic glue too, but the only thing I don't like is how hard it is to peel back off, even when you heat it back up and you know, where you flash everything with a torch. It seems like it still spend as much time getting glue off my stuff as I do, you know, working on the panel. I have to agree.
That was my only complaint as well about the Metal Medic Blue glue.
So so I swapped back from that to what is it, Anson's collision glue, just because you can do
awesome too.
It is. You can do small stuff and really big stuff with that, and you don't have to fight peeking it back off.
Jonathan Van de Fontaine too. Honestly, yeah, he's the one who created that big JVF retention tool that I have. Probably seen it in a few of my videos.
That door skin he ripped off was cool. I mean, I've seen a bunch of them now, but that was the latest one. I think Charles ripped the door skin off with his glue. And so then Ken ripped the door skin off with that blue glue that David's talking about. It's not a bad glue. It's just tough to, like, you know, get off. That's the only part I don't like about it.
Right. I mean, we're trying to make money here and be efficient. So yeah, it can be. We want something that's gonna go. And if I gotta sit there and I gotta pick at this glue to get it off, it's like not really liking this. Where in the Cam Auto stuff, if it's the right temperature, it comes off all in one piece.
Are you guys ordering glue off the Anson app? Because if you're not, you're really missing out. It's really a good way to get glue.
Any purchase on the Anson PDR app, you get a free package of glue of the month or whatever they happen to be handing out that month, but usually it's a package of glue. Sometimes it's a thing of cold glue. Have you used any cold glue, Eric?
No, I was going to ask you guys if you guys had any experience with that.
It's not new, but it's really starting to gather some attention now, especially with the addition of lateral tension to everything.
For everything from the Anson app. Yeah, I mean, that's when you get down to it. Yeah, that's really what you need to do. Any and everything.
Yep. I mean, so it's
nice.
It's a game changer in terms of speed. So any of those dents that are real soft, that are just going to come out real easy with the stud puller, you know, you go in there with that cold glue, just stick it on and just smack it off, and you got a high spot. And it only took you about 2 seconds, you know, and the paint's still on and everything. So you're doing a better repair. So I've done full quarter repairs, like 8-hour quarter repairs with just cold glue. It's just got to be, it can't be locked up at all. If it's wrinkled or anything like that, you're not going to pull it out with cold glue. You're probably you're not going to pull it out with hot glue, you know. So it's soft damage, but there's some big cold glue tabs out there for some bigger dents.
Yeah.
So
Some of these the big dents are still soft dents, meaning they're not locked up. They're not, just
they'll move easy.
metals lipped over top of each other. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You're not trying to pull out sharp spots, but yeah, the cold glue is super sweet. Let's see, Daniel, he really likes sticky gum.
Sorry, I just saw David's comment that he ordered the bare metal glue, and it's my fault. I just put out a video on Cam Auto's bare metal glue. And it is very nice and very strong.
Yeah, I seen that video you posted either yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, that's actually a year-old video. My coworker wanted to try it out, and I had just gotten a package from Charles at that point. So I'm like, yeah, let's try it. I'll videotape it. And just wailed on it.
If all body shop guys have those tack and pull plates at some point. I mean, they're just laying around. So those work really great for edge of panels like that. I glued one to a fender and straightened it completely out with actually tab weld was what I used it on. So, and it's strong.
We don't need the audio. Sorry. Since we're talking about it, this is that bare metal glue in the video that I had put out.
Yeah.
But it's just when applied correctly, I mean, it's nice glue. The thing about this glue is you're gonna need some acetone to get it off. It's on there. It is really grippy stuff. So the alcohol just doesn't do the trick. I mean, it kind of will. You're gonna want the acetone, is what I'm saying. It does the job to get it off. But yeah, super, super strong glue. And it's pretty green.
It is green.
This H&S Auto Shot glue, I feel like I haven't tried that one yet. I did try Dent Fix glue.
Yeah, you could have used a tab on that. You can use, I have glued those tack and pull plates on so much stuff. I've used them for lateral tension pulls. I did a fender job with one of them that I filmed, similar to what Stefan just showed here, except it was on a fender. I've done a bunch of stuff with those. All these tabs and stuff are really cool, but you can get by with stuff if you need to.
Didn't realize my messages were up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're just battling on here about glues. I mean, that's pretty much what I wanted to know about you. I mean, do you have any other questions? Because you were coming with some good questions there.
Yeah, no, I kind of jumped in kind of late. Apologize for that.
No
I want to
worries.
ask the same stuff that everybody probably already went over.
Oh, no. It's we repeat ourselves weekly here.
Right.
I feel like we just say the same things over and over again.
I think Josh, Daniel, Andrew, and David here say the same stuff. Each week. And Alex.
But no, we appreciate these people for coming on. But yeah, no, it does. We're trying to make the industry better. I mean, there are a lot of people that are stuck in the old ways. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah.
And there are better ways. I mean, not only is it a better repair for quality, but we are also turning them out faster. We're fixing things that would have been replaces, things like that, all because of glue pulling.
All right, see you, Chris.
And push tools.
Have a good night.
So it's that's kind of our goal here with this this show.
The industry's changing. I mean, there's new ways out here. Kiko's been pushing it really heavy. That's why you see the Kiko train. These guys are all over the place, training body shops, getting stuff,
Cam
set
Auto
up.
too.
Cam Auto, same thing. And even Baytag now, they've got their hands in, the push tools and glues and training for that as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you don't have to become a paintless dent repair technician to use this stuff. It's
Nope.
we
We could stay body techs.
It's really just a different way than stud pulling, and we like to have people on and share how and what they're doing, and how they're advancing along or what their shop looks like. Whether you're been doing this for 6 months, 3 months, it's information that you could go back and take with you, and the next few dents you start doing, you can start advancing your skills, and your skills will rub off onto the next guy that doesn't really say anything, doesn't talk to you, probably doesn't even like you, but he's watching, and he will become interested in this and will be forced to have to talk to you and form some kind of positive relationship based on your knowledge at some point.
You would hope so, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying
They
that's
just watch you from
experience for me.
far.
Yeah,
They just watch you from afar, and then you just start seeing them do the things that you do every day. It's happened to me.
Yeah, but I was always told every body shop should have a basic PDR set, and I'm starting to see why.
Yeah, even if you're not out here, trying to, get dealership work and all this stuff, retail dent work. I mean, if you're just body tech day-to-day stuff, you need some type of tool to push metal, and the stuff that's coming out is crazy. And like he mentioned earlier, every new tech, when they start Googling and looking up all this stuff, they go, Jesus, what glue do I use? There's so many. How do you know what to do with what? And it's basically the process, and you can almost use pretty much any of these glues, I would guess, for stuff. I've used a bunch of them, and yeah, some of them work better than the others, but they still work.
Right.
They still work. So
Right.
That comes with experience for you based on where you're at, location wise.
It is nice to be that guy, David. Be the hero.
Used panels that come in that's got those small little dents that you'd normally have to sand and fill and all this stuff. You can just take dent tools and come out there and make your panels look nice and send it on over to paint.
I think
we've been talking about you, Jim.
I think I confused my my production manager this morning, because I had a fender last week that I finished up at the end of the week. There was just a few dents in the fender, and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing a push to paint. So I went and I pushed them out. I PDR'd the dents, and the circles were still there where the dents were, and it says repair all over it. And I'm backing it out of my bay, and the production manager's coming up to me, and he's like, what's going on with this? And I'm like, oh, it's going to paint. And he's looking at it as I just kept backing up. He's looking at it. It still says circle. It still is repaired. There's no filler or anything. He's just like,
Yeah,
I drove it to
we
paint.
talk about you all the time on here. We're all the time recommending Real World PDR to a lot of these guys. So
All the time, Jim. You were my start in my dive into PDR. So whenever that story comes up, Real World PDR gets mentioned for sure.
it does, and we all the time mention stay away from these Amazon PDR kids. That's a waste of money. So
Yeah. It
don't
might
do
only be $80, but it's $80 you won't get back. So that
How long have
$80
y'all
could,
been doing PDR?
like a year.
yeah,
He's been doing it a little longer. You've been doing it 2 or 3 years, kind of.
I've been PDR. I started really honing in 2020, but yeah, a couple of years now, full time basically. Yeah, man. Jim's been helping all kinds of people with this stuff. His online classes are killing it.
It was cool going to MTE and the Real World PDR Facebook group. There would be a post like, let's get everybody together for a group photo, in the center of the hotel. And like, it was a big group of people just amassed right there for a photo. It was pretty cool.
It was a huge group of people out there.
And that's got to be a good feeling.
No
you
team
know,
you
for
kids,
him.
Jason. No team you.
Yeah, no team of kids. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
don't need to drag this on too much longer. So, I mean, thank you for coming on, man.
Sorry I was late again.
No worries. You're fine. Life
Mhm.
life happens, you know. Yeah. So let's I'm gonna put you in the back room. We're gonna close out the shop. Don't go anywhere. We'll say our goodbyes after the show's over.
Yeah.
All right.
man.
All right.
Yeah, I bet that photo is going to be double this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely going to be double.
I look forward to it. MT
Yeah.
is my favorite event. So it's that'll be great. Hope to see a lot of you down there in Orlando.
Yeah,
They just
really.
added another hotel, guys, and the hotel rates are like half of what they are at the main hotel, and you're still going to be staying with MTE. I'm sure there's plenty of shuttles or rides back and forth, or maybe it's walking distance. I don't know, but they added another hotel officially associated with MTE, and the rates are cheaper. So, no excuses. Let's
Yep.
see you guys down there.
For sure. Yeah, David, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's all for me, I guess, for tonight. You got anything else?
Yeah, go to our merch store, buy some swag.
Oh, yeah. Get that stuff going on.
It's in our link tree. Links in the Facebook and everywhere.
Yeah,
I'll put an extra post on the Facebook for it.
And don't forget about the giveaway, guys. Make sure that you're fully qualified for that, so somebody can win some of this cool stuff.
Yeah, get qualified.
Yeah, right.
I like how you said that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I mean, they leave off one, and I'm like, you was right there.
Yeah,
You
I
was
know.
right there.
All right. Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. That's right, Jason.
Have
All
a
right.
good one, Andrew. See ya. Peace out, guys.
Bye, everybody.